What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Foxhound Finance, where we break down the markets, analyze key moves, and help you stay ahead of the game using technical analysis. Please understand that I'm not a financial advisor and nothing in this video is financial advice. All right, guys, dropping the update video, end of the week update video, I should say, today because there's no open market tomorrow. It is closed down because of Good Friday, okay? So we don't have any trading going on. So I didn't drop a midweek update video yesterday too because it just wouldn't make sense, right? If I was going to do an end of the week one, here we are. We have a 4-day trading week, all right? So we're going to be talking about SPY, AMC, RIVN, NIO, and DOGE, the development of the price action, okay, which hasn't been super crazy this week, all right, guys? It's consolidating, not really doing anything, just sideways action, okay? But there is price action, right? And that counts for something at least, okay? Even though if it's boring, it's still allowing us to see what direction we're going, okay? And what phase we might be in here, okay? So, guys, this looks very, very good, and I'll tell you why, even though it's boring. It's telling me that right now for the SPY, okay, that after this move down here to the spring, guys, this is set up now. This is the platform building, okay? You have your spring, and now we are in the platform stage. And you're like, well, what the hell is that? The platform is what we're going to launch off of, okay? If this wasn't a spring, guys, I think this would have came down already. I just don't see this like having this massive shock of a move, coming back up with this candle here and then just melting down. It would be nuts to see it. I guess anything can happen, right? But I don't see that. I don't have that expectation at this point, okay? So the spring to me, guys, looks set in. SPY looks good. It looks ready to go. And you're going to notice the same theme amongst the other plays that we have been discussing. So let's do just that. Let's jump into AMC. Here we go. Okay, guys. Key thing first I'm going to talk about is I left this here, I think Monday. I said, I wonder if we're going to get the M now finally. Okay, let's real quick go over this. Okay, I told you guys back here when you got the spring down to the all-time low and you came back up, you made this M formation. We said we're going to McDonald's. Boom, there's the golden arches. And then you got your massive move. It was like 500%, right? $12 target up here. You got that. Okay. So I basically took the little polyline and I drew the same pattern out. And although it is sort of a micro version of this, it's still pretty much trending in this direction. And that's exactly why I left my upward trend line here the way it was, like, what, 2 weeks ago, I guess, since the bottom. Because you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 candles stacking right on this thing that were trending upward. You finally broke down, okay? And again, we're weaving in and out of the all-time low trend line as well. So I was like, okay, well, since we broke this, it looks like we're getting this M. Like, this is your first part of your M, at least right now. Now, this thing could go at any minute. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, though, this looks very, very eerily similar, okay? Like with many patterns and fractals, right, that we've talked about on my channel. But like this, to me, guys, looks very good. And I'm telling you what, this would bring you to like end of April here, going into May, which is very interesting timing across the board because of what's coming in May. You have the next FOMC meeting and the Fed rate decision. I know Jerome Powell and Donald Trump are button heads right now, and Donald Trump might be trying to fire Powell. Who knows? Maybe that might be the news we need. I don't know, guys. I'm just thinking, like, whatever they want to try to put front and center as the reasoning behind this market move and the structure that's going to play out, right? Then so be it. But I was just noticing this pattern, okay, repeating, and it's kind of holding here. All right, so it looks pretty good. We're going to know. Guess what? You want to know how you know this isn't going to happen is the price action just starts ripping. That's why I kept telling you guys in my posts, be on your toes, be ready, okay? And looking at the EMA lines here, what do you know? AMC is now under 460 officially by a little small sliver, okay? Sitting at 459.8, all right? Everything's in position, positionally sound. That's all we're doing, okay? And the same thing here, guys, that the SPY did, you got like a micro version of that for AMC. This is the spring. This is your little spring V-shaped recovery, and here's your platform. Funny enough, spring platform. Okay, you got the spring, consolidation, gone. And I think when this price action starts melting up, everything's going to curl up, guys. And you're going to see at least a $12 double top minimum. That'd be like super low balling it. $14 would be like that next level. It would be this last level here. This last little sliver that's left of the resistance up here. We got to really pull this thing down. My God. Look at this. Right here, you'd go there. I had the $22 level fib extension, which is in no man's land. And I already told you guys how I feel about this. If you guys have been following along, is that you break the 200 EMA for sure this time coming around. I don't see what would stop you from at least getting a super move to $55 because of this cliff here. Okay. And lastly, what I will say about AMC, guys, is that Adam Aaron, very eerie tweet that he put out with that FUD tweet there about him defending his honor and he's riding with us and, you know, he can't buy shares and all this stuff. Whatever. Take it with a grain of salt, but there's a decent chunk of salt in there where I'm kind of going, this is interesting, because he did mention that he's privy to certain information. I'm going to sum this up. He's pretty much privy to certain information for quite some time, quote unquote. That's very interesting to me because I'm like, well, what kind of information could you be privy to that, you know, one, is not allowing you to buy shares, and two, if you're not allowed to buy shares, that's telling me that the intended, or at least the outlook of the move is going to be to the upside. And a couple of things that I looked at real quick was like one of the key things being a merger and acquisition. Okay, and I know we've talked about this 100 times, or maybe even a potential buy-in from somebody, not buying the company, but buying into the company is a very big difference, right? So I'm just very curious, like, well, what does he know? And sure enough, what do we have coming in May? We also have the AMC earnings. So take that information for what you will. I'm not over here smashing my keyboard going, oh my God, we're going to $1,000 now, like because of fucking one tweet. I'm just saying that he clearly has said in this tweet that he's been holding on to some information for quite some time, and it's not allowed him to buy shares. It's illegal. He said this. So I'm very curious about that. And I want to see if maybe we get some of that news in the next earnings, right? It'd be very, very cool to see if it is the thing that is labeled as the catalyst for this next reaction to the upside. So that's all I got for AMC, guys. It looks very good, although boring. I love that I'm seeing certain themes play out again, okay? I like that. Especially, I told you, the more boring it is, the longer this goes on, this thing will continue to drop. This 200 is going to continue to drop, and it'll just be that much easier to blow past it and bring us up to crazy price action, to different price levels, right? So it looks very good. Dogecoin doing the exact same thing. Look at this. Coming down with the little mini spring, comes back up, consolidating, building a little platform here. Guys, this stuff is just like, for me, you know, you look at it and it's just like, okay, I get it. Okay, spring, and then just building this little platform to launch off of. Same thing. And I told you guys, I really want to see it break these two little green lines here, this consolidation. I want to like break through this whole thing, and I want to take another shot at the 20-cent level minimum before we keep progressing and knock these levels down. Okay, and I do think this is all going to happen very rapidly. I don't think this is going to be even, we might be lucky, I guess, to get a like cute little move like this and then rip, but I'm just telling you to be ready for anything because you just don't know. You just don't know how they're going to run the fractal or how fast they're going to run the sequence, right? It could just go berserk. You know, it really could. So that's all I'm seeing here. Price action wise, levels wise, I told you guys, get to the top of this minimum 44 cents. And if you really keep going and there's a bigger push, or you're just, like I just said to you guys, if you're absolutely melting these levels with like barely any time, you're probably going to get the double move here of 97 cents as it has been doing over and over again. Okay. So that is it for Doge. I told you 97 cents target and $1.17 are like my high end targets at the end of this bull run. Okay. And anything other than that is icing on the cake. I don't care, guys. Whatever. You do what you want to do, but that's what I'm seeing from history, fractals, and then fib extensions and stuff. That's what I'm using. Okay. So here's NIO. Interestingly enough, holding the green support line for this long. And you'll notice that all these plays, guys, look at this. April 2024. And just like Wyckoff says, 6 months to about a year is like kind of like sort of on the longer end of accumulation phases. Well, we're hitting pretty much on the 1 year mark right now going into May. Okay. Very, very strange how this is all lining up. And then what I was going to say, yes, so we're just sitting below. We're sitting at like 352 below the support line that's been held for a year. You got your spring through it, and it's the same exact thing, guys. I'm like a broken record today. Okay, you got this drop, and you came down to the support. You didn't hold it. That's your little spring move. That's all they could do for these because these are at the diamond bedrock bottoms, guys. These springs weren't going to be dollar moves. You think they were going to give you NIO for $1? Especially if this thing's going to break this channel, potentially go to 25. That's a 25x move on your money. This isn't crypto, dude. This is a stock. You know what I mean? I know some stocks, obviously, you know, they could do shit like that. But, like, realistically, come on. Like, that would be nuts, right? They're not going to give you $1. We're lucky we got $3 on this drop. So, nonetheless, it's back in this, you know, wedge, you know, channel, I guess, whatever you want to call it. It gets back in here. I think this next push is busting this out to $25. Okay, I think you're coming right to the top of this channel right here. God, I got to put this on the weekly. There you go. I think you're coming back up here. $25, boom. And this is all lining up. I told you guys, we're looking at like a now, imminently now into like this May, June. Like this period of time, right? There's not much space left in here, guys. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like V-shaped move out here, guys, would put you like what? Begin middle of May. This is all lining up right around FOMC, okay? And these earnings reports that are coming out. Not NIO, but like even like RIVN's earnings being like in the middle of May, AMC having earnings, you have the FOMC. There's just a lot of news, right? That's lining up for this to happen. And if you look at the previous pattern that played out, like look at this. You're in the same position essentially. Like right to the T. I'm telling you guys right now, if this repeats and you get a 60x move, now I'm going Super Bowl right now. If you get a 60x move like it got here from $1.19, forget about it. Okay, and this was just continual progression. It didn't even come back down and test this channel here. So that's NIO. Looks very good. Looks strong. Boring. Really just kind of creeping around to that support level, but nonetheless, guys, on a macro look, looks very, very good. And RIVN, it was just been holding its own. Let's just be real. RIVN never really even scared anybody. It just kind of just did its thing. Look at this. 1, 2, 3 touches. 4 touches, really, if you count this right here. And is like now just trending to the upside. Okay, it looks very good. Looking very good and very strong, right? Like nothing to even say here. And like if you look at the technicals, even they're all starting to flatten out and consolidate. Okay, just very easy to go after. This is all positioned to go. Okay, so not even a spring really for RIVN. RIVN just kind of like, I don't give a shit about any market crash. I'm just going to do my thing. It is just, I got a mind of its own, and it is steadily progressing up. And again, channel breaker on RIVN, guys, you're going to get $28 just to start. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. So across the board, guys, everything looks fantastic, boringly fantastic. Okay, yes, I know, but all of these look amazing. Like I can't even complain that we are having stability after a violent, like volatile type of move. Okay, and the violent type of move was really on the broader market. For us, guys, we didn't see these drop too bad. So for us, we were kind of chilling through that process. Okay, but these all look very good. The SPY, I told you guys many times before, you survived the worst of it right here, okay? Even if you guys have a portfolio outside of these plays, like, you survived this, guys. That was it. That was the worst punch. Now the platform's being built for the next launch to the upside, okay? That's just how I see it. So I appreciate you guys stopping in today, man, checking in. I know it's been like 84 years, like the meme says, okay, with the chick from the Titanic, because I didn't see you guys for Tuesday and Wednesday, but it's a short week. There's not a lot to see, and I'm not going to drag it. I'm not going to drag you guys out for like 25 minutes. They're even talking about nothing if there's nothing to talk about. I will post, and you guys just have good faith in that when I post, that's exactly what I'm saying. Okay, not much to really dig in. So I will be doing a live stream tomorrow, probably an hour, 2 hours, whatever it is. Give people time to jump in and just chat, okay? So if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe. I will be doing a live stream tomorrow, so tune in. Right, chat with us, you know, share your opinions, share your thoughts, share ticker symbols. We'll look at them even if they're not part of the channel core plays or whatever. I'm cool with just looking into things. It does not bother me. That's the whole point. And I also like finding new setups, you know what I mean? And sometimes people have been following stuff longer than me, so I'd love to hear your opinion on some of those things. So appreciate you guys. I will see you guys then potentially. Well, not, oh my God, I keep thinking it is Friday. It is not Friday. Okay, Saturday. All right, guys. Saturday is in 2 days. All right. My God, this market schedule's got me messed up. But yes, we will do the live stream Saturday. I'll see you guys then. Have a good Easter. Have a Good Friday. You guys celebrate Good Friday. All right. Just relax, chill with the family, enjoy this moment. Nothing to stress about here, in my opinion, guys. Everything looks fantastic. Okay. Everybody, take care. I will see you guys on Saturday. All right. See you then.